Hi, everybody. This is Big Red. This is my mom and dad.
Hello.
Hi.
And we just saw Rogue One. So, what'd you think, guys?
I thought it was one of the best Star Wars movies yet.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah, I have to agree. It was really great.
I love the robot.
The
Yes.
robot's really good.
K2SO.
I almost shed a tear whoop, I don't want to give it away.
Well, there goes.
That's all right. You didn't say it, but we may have a spoiler section later on.
Okay.
I was not quite as enthusiastic about it, I'm sorry to say. I think, and I had heard other critics warning me about this. The first act is not as strong. It's a little muddled. I feel like it's a little confusing because we're thrown a lot of characters and a lot of arcs and motivations to juggle, and it's hard to keep track of them. But later on, I found that
Once you get into it.
yeah, it does focus. It does eventually focus on the characters that matter: Jin, Cassian Andor, the robot.
Right.
K2SO.
You're right. In the very beginning, there's a lot of we are thrown right in.
Yeah, and but when it gets going, it gets the heck going.
It really does.
Yeah, the second half, I was as into it as you two were.
Oh, for sure.
The second half is some of the best Star Wars action, and like the second half is all action. I felt like,
No, you're right about that. There was-
yeah,
Lots of action, but can't discount the acting in it. The acting
Oh.
is stellar.
yeah,
Yes.
So,
yeah.
I was especially affected by Forrest Whitaker's performance. I thought he was outstanding.
I like the would-be Jedi.
Oh, the Chinese guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, look for him. He's outstanding.
Yeah, and a couple of years ago when I was in that Asian history class with the cool teacher,
Yes.
he showed us a Chinese kung fu movie called Hero, and this very same actor, Donnie Yen, he was in it, and he had a really spectacular fight with a big staff, not unlike what he does in this movie. And at the time, I had just heard that he was going to be in a Star Wars movie. I'm like, yep, he's a good pick.
Yeah.
So, lightning round. This or The Force Awakens?
I like this one probably because it's fresh on my mind.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's tough, but I have to say I like this a lot too. And for me, it's the performances.
Okay, so about the same?
Yeah.
All right. So, this or The Phantom Menace, which is her favorite. I know she has some pretty problematic opinions, but yeah.
I knew this was coming, but I think that I liked this one a little bit more because it was more intelligent and it gave us the groundwork for something that we've enjoyed for many years. I saw a lot of the tie-ins with A New Hope, so I actually really enjoyed this.
Plus,
Speak-
it had Princess Leia.
Yeah, speaking of which, what did you think of the CGI cameos?
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, because that Tarkin, he was all CGI,
Yeah.
and I'd heard a bunch of people saying that the CG was really bad, but I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Right. It was realistic, and you could see the dents and the scratches in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they get to Leia later on, people are treating that like it's a spoiler, but it's not really. Yeah, when they get to her, I could have sworn I was looking at Carrie Fisher 40 years ago.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? I really appreciated that they took us right to that point of the beginning
Yeah.
of A New Hope.
Yeah, that was pretty clever.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, I had a few problems with it. Visuals, 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Every shot just oozes like the nitty gritty atmosphere of the Star Wars world. Visuals, 10 out of 10. Rest of it, a strong 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
That's pretty fair.
I'll,
go with that.
I'll do the math on whatever's the average of that. Or you can do it in the comments. I'm Big Red. If you like what I had to say, like and subscribe. If you don't, do that anyway. And God willing, I'll see you next time.
All right,
Bye.
bye now.
Bye.